Battiest Pope. His name was Battiest Pope. This was Noel's uncle because Noel's dad, Tobias Pope, and Battiest Pope were brothers. And they also had another brother named Samson Pope. Samson Pope had two sons, Frank and Gilbert. Tobias Pope, he had Noel and Lizzie. And Battiest Pope didn't have any children. So, at one point in time, in the early 1900s, Battiest Pope is fairly old. His nephew's fairly young. He's going to go get his allotments for his land that's due to him. He ended up getting being allotted 300 acres. He got allotted 300 acres. It's written off, stamped, signed, and approved. 300 acres is for you, Battiest Pope. So that happens. He get his land. Actually, he had his nephew, Frank Pope, be the power of attorney for him because Battiest Pope was old and incompetent, and he was blind. So he ain't had no dealings with signing off on anything and none of that because he was just fairly old and wouldn't understand what he would be doing. So Frank Pope, he set that record straight way when he started getting his lands allotted in 1904. I got that document. So 1908, March 28th, a will shows up in the courts. A will. It's a will. A will supposedly written by Battiest Pope. He's full-blooded Indian. He only can read Indian. He only can write Indian. He only can speak Indian. So, how can he write up a fairly articulated document stating that he wants to give his 330 acres to a friend of his, a white guy, non-citizen of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, non-citizen, but in this will he's saying that Battiest Pope is going to give me these 300 acres, and this upon his death, and he gonna give his two nephews, Frank and Gilbert, $5 apiece. That's what this will says in short. It disinherited Noel Pope completely. It disinherited him completely. It didn't even mention Noel Pope in that. So that happens. On March 28th, that gets submitted to the court. Boom, it's an official document. Boom, I got that too. So October 10th, 1908, Battiest Pope passes away. He passes away. October 10th, 1908, he passed away. The will comes to life now. It's official now. This will is official. So Noel, Frank, and Gilbert, they don't got no clue. They don't got a clue that this is even put in the courts. That this will was put in the courts. That their uncle was gonna give this guy, this white man, these 300 acres and give Frank and Gilbert $5 apiece, and then Noel, you wouldn't get nothing. So they go to the court. They see that. They like, what? Hold on. They instantly contest that. Boom. They contested, making all valid. All that argument was like, it was a valid, like, complete argument. Very articulated. I got that document too. They say, no, he can't get that because, first of all, Uncle's old and incompetent. Second of all, this guy ain't even he a non-citizen of the nation. So how can he get restricted Indian lands? Boom. Fourth of all, this was not even, legally advised, right, or none of that. Third or fourth of all, he made him pay $10 just to sign this. He made him pay $10 just to sign it. He paid Battiest Pope $10 to sign that document. So that document was procured through fraud and ill intent. But you had judges down in there in Pittsburgh County signing off on this. signing off on this. And the United States they owe fiduciary trust to Native Americans from treaties that they set way long time ago. So that same day, they was fighting in court. You can't get it. The guy, he's steady fighting. I got the whole case file on that whole situation about the 330 acres of my great-great-uncle, three-time great-uncle Battiest Pope. I've been studying the Indian law of what it was during that time period, because there was also a document submitted. This document was submitted June 24th, 1909. It was a conveyance. Conveyance of the deed. Supposedly at that time, my two-time great-grandfather Noel Pope and his brother Tecumseh Pope at the time supposedly signed off for this warranty deed to give the 330 acres, to this guy for $1,000. That's what they say went through the courts on that same day. That's what they claim. And on that same day of June 24th, 1909, that's when the probate or the issue about the will of Battiest Pope, that's when it came to an end that same day, and the judge ordered that the will would stand. That it will not be probated, the will gonna stand, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So it's fraud all through the whole situation. It's fraud all through the whole situation. So what I'm gonna do now, as being descendants of those men and seeing those documents and what they were doing, I'm going back to get that. We are going to get that. We getting that. That 330 acres, we need all of that. That was over 100 years ago. That was over 112 years ago. 112 years ago. I need that. Y'all owe us. Y'all owe my family that. Because I'm going to tell you how it breaks down. Battiest Pope, he was the last one of the eldest. He's the last one. His brother Samson was passed away. Tobias was passed away. He was the last one. Battiest. So everything that he had would go straight to his nephews, Frank, Gilbert, and Noel. Frank Gilbert, they ain't had no kids. Frank was married to a woman named Amanda. Frank was married. So that share of the land, of Battiest land, rightfully and inheritedly, went to his nephews. That went to them. And when Frank passed away, what he had went to his cousins and his brother, Noel and Gilbert, and whatever his wife, and his wife's as well, Frank's wife. But still, Noel and Gilbert's share of the land, given that it would be 2/3 with them, it's still there. Frank didn't have no kids. Gilbert didn't have any kids. So everything that Gilbert had went straight to Noel. And some probably went to Amanda Pope. But still, Noel Pope had still 1/3 of an interest at least. And some. In that 330 acres. Where it's at. I've been doing my homework. I got all the documents. Where it's at. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you for changing these laws. Because now I got a greater chance to fight this issue for my family. I got a way greater chance. All of that, I can go back. I seen it's falsified signatures and everything. It don't even take a handwriting analyst to even look at that. I got it on so many levels where it was just bullshit. Straight bullshit. And y'all owe us. Y'all owe us. Yeah, y'all owe us. Pittsburgh County, United States government. Y'all owe the Pope family. Y'all failed us. Something terrible. But I'm going to go and wrap this up. I'm working on this actively. This is a big thing right now for my family. A very big thing. I'm the head of all of this. I know everything. I got all the information. So I'm going to keep y'all updated. Peace out.